Have you ever felt totally overwhelmed by the idea of making a big change in your life? I mean, where do you even start? Well, what if I told you that you could spark a real personal revolution in just 3 days? Let's break down how it works.
You know the feeling. We've all been there. It's like you're just spinning your wheels, wanting something different, something more, but you have no idea what the first step is. It's that feeling of inertia, and honestly, it's one of the most powerful forces holding us back from what we want.
But what if the answer wasn't some huge, complicated 10-step plan? What if it was just 3? Just a simple number, but one that has the power to change, well, pretty much everything.
And that's the whole idea here. Look, this isn't about completely reinventing your life in 72 hours. That's not realistic. This is about using those 3 days to absolutely shatter that inertia, to prove to yourself that, yes, change is possible, and to build that tiny bit of momentum that really makes all the difference.
So how do we actually do this? Well, it all kicks off with day 1, which is all about the decision. Before you do anything, before you even think about taking action, you have to get crystal clear and make a real commitment.
Okay, 3 simple steps for day 1. First, you have to pinpoint one change. Be super specific. Don't say, I want to be healthier. Nope, say, I'm going to stop eating processed sugar. See the difference? Then you got to physically write it down. This simple act makes an idea in your head feel real, feel concrete. And finally, you have to declare it. Tell a friend, a partner, someone who will actually hold you to it. These steps are basically psychological cheat codes. They trigger our need for commitment and consistency, which makes it way harder to back down.
This quote just nails it, doesn't it? It perfectly captures what day 1 is all about. If your goals are fuzzy, your results are going to be fuzzy. So by the end of this first day, your only mission is to have one single, unmistakable target. That clarity, that's the foundation for everything that comes next.
All right, you've made your decision. It's clear in your mind. We're ready for day 2, the first step. This is the big pivot. We're moving from the internal world of making a decision to the external world of, actually doing something.
Now, this slide right here highlights a super important distinction: motion versus action. Motion feels good, right? It feels productive. You're planning, you're researching, you're making spreadsheets, but you're not actually getting anywhere new. Action, on the other hand, is what creates a result. It's what actually moves the needle forward. Day 2 is 100% about action.
So your job today is simple. Identify one small action you can take right now. And here's the secret sauce, the real game changer. You have to make it irreversible. You need to do something that you can't take back. This creates a kind of point of no return, and it builds this incredible, unstoppable momentum. Just think about it for a second. Once you paid for that first coding class, you're probably going to show up, right? Once you hit send on that really difficult email, well, the conversation has officially started. You can't unsend it. These tiny, irreversible acts are what turn a fuzzy intention into a solid reality.
And that brings us to the final piece of the puzzle. Day 3, the new reality. You've made a firm decision, you've taken a real action, and now it's time to lock in this change and build a future for it.
Day 3 is all about making this stick. First, you need to reflect on what you did. How did it feel to take that action? Then, and this is so important, you have to acknowledge your progress. This isn't just about patting yourself on the back. It's positive reinforcement. You're literally rewarding your brain for doing the new thing. Finally, create a dead simple system to do it again. Put the next workout in your calendar. Block out 30 minutes to write again tomorrow. Keep it simple.
And this right here is the ultimate point of the whole thing. It's not just about doing something one time. It's about shifting your own identity. You're no longer someone who just wants to get up early. After these 3 days, you have actual proof that you are someone who does get up early. You've started to become that person.
So, what happens after day 3? Is it all over? Of course not. This isn't meant to be a finish line. It's a launch pad. The revolution doesn't end here. It's just getting started.
Let's just quickly boil this down to the core principles, the big ideas. First, start small, not big. Don't try to change your whole life at once. Second, remember that action, any action, is what creates momentum. Third, keep your focus completely lasered in on that one thing. And maybe the most important of all, your identity follows your actions. You don't think your way into a new you act your way into it.
At the end of the day, the 3-day structure is really just a tool. It's a psychological hack. Its entire purpose is to help you bust through that huge initial wall of resistance. Because once you're in motion, staying in motion is a whole lot easier.
So I'm going to leave you with this question.
Think about that one thing. You know the one you've been putting off, the change you've been dreaming about making. Your 3 days, they start right now. So, what's your day one decision going to be?